All right, good morning. It is Monday morning right here at 7:30 a.m. sharp. We are going to get on with our Muscle Builder 3 workout, or our Muscle Blaster 3 workout. Today we're going to need a foam roller, a kettlebell or a dumbbell or both, and of course a band or two and a mat. Now, if you don't have any of those, you can utilize any substitute. So if you have a kettlebell, you can utilize a dumbbell instead, with the exception for kettlebell swings, which are in the workout. And for any of these extras or any of these implements, if you don't have them, that's okay. You can still follow along with the workouts. You just may need to make a modification, which we'll show during the videos. So without anything else that I need to announce, we're going to get moving. Warm up first. And I'm also going to turn up the tunes a little bit. All right, foam roller. If you do not have a foam roller, you can use some sort of like baseball, softball, something like that if you have it. If you don't, you can utilize crocodile breathing, which you can put your hands on top of each other and go ahead and put your forearm on your hands and just breathe in, breathe out. Then I'm going to go ahead and roll out a little bit. We're just going to roll back and forth. We're going to feel a pretty good stretch, or a pretty good massage right here in the glutes. Just going to do about 10 reps of this, 20 to 30 seconds, and then switch sides. You're going to roll at your pace. Roll at your pace. Here we go. Keep rolling at your pace here. And we're going to go. Roll our lats out. So right behind the armpit, we're going to go ahead and roll up and down. We're going to roll up and down the back part of the armpit, the meaty part of the armpit, which is called our latissimus dorsi muscle. Ooh, this should feel pretty good, but yet hurt kind of at the same time. And I'm gonna go ahead and reverse it to the other side. Hearing a lot of commercials come out of here. There we go. Alright. We're going to go quads now. Top of the knee to the bottom of the hip. Just going to roll back and forth. You can turn your foot in or out. See if there's any spots that hurt kind of more than the other ones. The spots that hurt kind of more than the other ones are the spots that you want to focus on. I'm going to go ahead and pump the leg a little bit. It's a little bit of an advanced technique. Alright, switching sides. Just rolling it out. Should feel pretty good. Should feel like a pretty good massage. May even hurt just a little, but it should feel like a good hurt. All right. First exercise we're going to do, because we're already right here, we're going to do lunging hip flexor stretch. Just going to raise one arm above the head, push the hips forward. You're going to feel a stretch in the front of the hip. Breathe in, breathe out. We're going to go for about 20 to 30 seconds. Stay good, tall posture. Don't crunch forward. And we're going to go ahead and switch sides. Keep breathing into the stomach and out. And relax. All right, next thing we're gonna do, lying on our side. You're gonna go side lying position with the knees in front of you, 45-degree angle. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna rotate the knee up and back down, rotate it up and back down. It's called the clamshell. And 3, 4, we're gonna do A-lees, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Feet are gonna stay together on those. And here we go, next side, going to the other side, and up 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Squeeze the glute at the top, 6. Again, we're not rolling backward, we're just rotating the knee. 7, and 8. Good deal. Go back to the original position here. Okay, now we will be in glute bridge mode here. We're going to go both feet on the ground, just straight up. You know, feel your glutes working, and back down. And up, and down. A-lees. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good deal. Now we're gonna do a downward dog. Actually, I'm one ahead of myself, actually. We're gonna go wall or floor slides and then downward dog. One ahead of myself here. We're gonna go over just a little bit. We're gonna go sliding up and down, slide up and down, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're just sliding the hands up and down on the floor there. And then we're gonna go downward dog, hips up in the air, heels towards the ground. Heels towards the ground, stretch out the calves. And just gonna go back to upward dog. Downward dog, hips up, stretch out, hips down, stretch it out. We're gonna do 6 of these. So we're at number 3. And heels down, chest up, heels down, hips up, and chest up. We got one more. And good. Now we got body weight squat. We're gonna do a toe touch to a body weight squat or a frog squat. Feet about shoulder width apart. We're gonna keep the knees almost straight. Straight if you can. If not, bend them a little bit. That's perfectly okay. And grab the toes and hips down, hips up, hips down, hips up, and down, up, and down, up, and down, up, and down, up, and down. Great. Now what we're gonna do is wide stance. We're gonna go lateral lunge, side to side. So side to side, lateral lunge. We're gonna feel like you're squatting on one leg. We're on number 4, number 5, number 6. Again, your hips are gonna go back, your chest and everything's gonna go back. However, you are not rounding your back at all, ever in that. All right. Try to change the song on that one. All right. Now what we're gonna do is deadlift, hip hinge. We're gonna go hips back, stand up, or if you want to do stagger stance with one leg on the ground, push this back and stand up. Or what I'm going to do is the full one-legged version. So you're going to go ahead and balance on one leg, back leg straight back, reach up and stand up. Just back, reach up, stand up. The reach up is going to happen, or excuse me, the reach up is going to help your posture as you come down. 3, 4, 5, and last one is going to be number 6 here. Now let's go ahead and switch sides. 1, 2, 3, back leg back. Number 4, and 5, well I got one more, so I did 6. Again, we're driving the hips through first before you do anything else to stand up. All right, get some water. Today's workout is 4 rounds of 6 to 8 reps, unless I say otherwise in the video. 4 rounds of 6 to 8 reps, and we're going to be doing supersets. Therefore, we're going to be doing a series of 2 exercises back to back until all 4 of those rounds are completed, and then we'll move on to the next superset with a pretty decent length in between. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show the 2 exercises prior to the start of the superset, and then once you move on after those 4 rounds are done, I'm going to show the next 2 exercises. That's going to allow you to get your rest and get your water, and then we should be ready to go to start that next superset once I'm done showing those exercises. So the first 2 exercises are kettlebell swing. I should have brought my kettlebell with me. So if you have a kettlebell, you can follow along with this. If you don't, I'm going to show an exercise after this. So hip hinge, pop through, hip hinge, pop through. And then for today's purposes, if you have a heavier kettlebell, or excuse me, not a heavier, but a slightly lighter kettlebell than normal, you can do a single arm, hips back, pop through, hips back, pop through. And of course you'll do both sides. If you don't have a kettlebell, again, we can do jumps or drop squat or just a speed squat. So just going as fast as you can without leaving the ground. Purpose of this exercise, power production, to get the speed of movement up. And then second exercise is side plank with knee raise. So I'm actually going to make myself a little pad for my arm, or a knee flexion rep, or hip flexion, side plank and hip flexion. So you're gonna bring the knee directly in front of you, and of course, call that look from the back. It'll be here, and then knee up and down. To show that from standing position, you're gonna be here, and bringing the up and back. All right, that should be, for that one, before I forget, if that's too much, if you need to switch that exercise to a side plank and arm reach, we can do that. Or if you need to do side plank and just hold the side plank, you can also do that as well. Modify to what you feel like your specific needs are. Kettlebell swing, one arm or two arm, or speed squat, up to you. Here we go. And go with, at your pace, 6 reps. Once you're done, go to the other side, and then once you're done, go to the next exercise. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do 3 on each side just to have 6 total. 1, 2, 3. So that was 3 and 3 for a total of 6. I think on the next one would be 4 and 4. So hips up. We're gonna go up and 1, up and 2, up and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Got 2 more, 7 and 8. Then we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. We go hips up, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Back to the kettlebell swing. Again, we're going to do 4 of each on each arm, or a total of 6 to 8 reps. If you're doing the regular version, it's up to you. When you're ready, you count your reps and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then switching sides. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, while you're using a kettlebell, be careful, especially like you can see I'm inside my apartment here. If you don't trust yourself to swing and not let go, definitely do want to do the other exercise. Don't risk utilizing a kettlebell. I'm using it for demo purposes here. If you have a better place to go, like outside or a garage or something like that, that's going to be much better than doing it inside, especially inside in our dining room. And here we go. Hips up and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. All right, switching sides. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're now on round 3. This time I'm going to go both arms at the same time. I'm going to do 8 reps. Here we go. And pop hips through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, while we're doing this hip hop and hip thrusting motion, you're going to pop your hips like you're doing a deadlift. So hips back, shoulders are still back, and pop through. Do not let your shoulders round. That is not a good thing for this exercise. So if you feel like you're doing it not correctly, switch to the body weight exercise. That'd be much better to do. All right, completing round 3. Once this is done, and hips up and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay tall. 5, 6. Raise that knee up. 7 and 8. We're gonna go ahead and switch sides. We're gonna go hips up, and of course, knee up and down. Knee up and down. It's 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. Making sure that elbow stays under the shoulder. 7 and 8. All right, we're gonna go into the final round here. Once you're ready, go for it. If you need a breather, go for it. If you don't need the breather, go right into it. Again, I'm going to go back to the one arm. So I'm going to go 4 and 4 for a total of 8 swings. And here we go. Hips back. Popping through 1, 2, 3. Again, good posture. 4. And we'll go ahead and switch. Switching sides. And hips back, pop through 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, last exercise or last round of this one. We're gonna go ahead and get in position here. Hips up. Side plank, knee raise 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7 and 8. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Hips up and try to touch the knee to the chest. 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8. All right, get some water. Our next 2 exercises, we got band push-up and band or kettlebell deadlift. So band push-up, we're gonna put the band around the shoulders just like so, and we're gonna do a regular push-up. If you're struggling with push-ups, a regular push-up here will suffice. I should have straightened out my thing already, that's okay. So, just gonna go hands here and down, up, push up. Make sure you have good hip posture while you're doing this. You're not letting your hips sag, you're not letting your hips go up in the air, and your hands are underneath your chest. And if you have a heavy enough kettlebell, or if you have dumbbells, you can use dumbbells for this too. I'm gonna come up a little bit closer for this. So, kettlebell deadlift, you're gonna keep your good posture. You're gonna drive your hips back and then hips through. Drive your hips back and then hips through. If you don't have a heavy enough weight, you can always do a stagger stance or a single leg. So a stagger stance would be here. You're holding one weight off to the side this time, and then hips back, and then stand up. And then of course, biggest, or the hardest version, single leg. One leg comes up, chest and everything come down, and then you stand up off of one leg. Drive your hips through first. You can do any of those versions, or if you have a band, if a band is all you have, you can step over it, into it, and use the handles, hips back and forth. Either way, I'm probably going to use this version. And we're going to start with the push-ups. Again, if you struggle with push-ups, do what you can. You can also modify from the knees. I want you to be able to do full version push-ups. So, here we go. 6 to 8 reps here. All the way down, all the way up. If you need to go from the knees, do so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. I'm going to go ahead and use the band for this today. I'm going to actually wrap my wrist into the band. It's going to make it a little more challenging for me. And then I'm just going to go ahead and go. Hips through 1, hips through 2, hips through 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Like, if you know, take note of my posture, I'm not rounding my shoulders. And 8. All right. Should be utilizing your glutes and your hamstrings, the back of your thighs on that. Should not feel that in your low back at all. I don't know why I just tossed my band over there. Need it for the push-ups. I'll probably do a couple different versions of the deadlifts, just for demos and to skip around a little. All right, here we go. Ready and go. 1, 2. Don't let the hips sag. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7's good for that particular round. Again, we're going 6 to 8 reps. All right, this time I'm going to do stagger stance, one-legged. I have to be careful with my hip, which is why I was doing the other version first. Here we go, stagger stance. Foot, your back foot is a good 2 feet behind you or so, 1.5 feet. And then I'm just gonna go hips back and stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that good posture. 6. We're gonna go all in 8, 7, and 8. We're gonna go ahead and wipe off that sweat if we need to. We're gonna move to the next side here. Get in a good position. And here we go. Hips back and stand up. 1. Hips back and forth. 2. Again, good posture. 3 and 4. Rep it. 5. We got 3 more. 6. 2 more. 7. Last one. And 8. Going into round number 3 now. use the band. The band just makes it a great way to make this more challenging. And here we go, all the way down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Again, going over it with a band here. I'm gonna go ahead and climb into the band. I'm gonna wrap it around my wrists, grab down a little, just to add a little bit of challenge. And here we go. 1, 2, good posture. 3, 4, we go all the way to 8, 5, good posture, hips back. 6, squeeze the glutes, grab the ground with the feet. 7, last one, and 8. Should be a pretty good challenge for all the exercises. We're going to go back to the push-ups here with the band and then finish it off with the kettlebell deadlift. This time 8 reps, 6 to 8 reps depending on what you can do. If you feel like you need to stop at 6, you do not need to follow me to 8. And here we go. Drop it down. 1 and 2, all the way down. 3. Again, you can modify from the knees. 4, 5, 6. Push all the way out. 7. All the way out against it. 8. All right. Final set of the rounds here. I'm gonna do stagger stance this time. I'm gonna start with my right foot forward, just because that's my affected hip. And we're gonna push the hips back, and chest comes down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, your foot's about 6 to 8 inches. 7 and 8. A good 6 inches or so behind the other foot. And if you're doing it this version, other side. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let that weight drop straight down. 5. Whoa. Reset here. 6. 2 more. 7. And 8. Get some water. Our next 2 exercises are going to be either dumbbell or kettlebell front loaded. I'm about to show that in a second. Front loaded reverse lunge, or, and band pull apart. So I'm going to go ahead and grab, excuse me, I wasn't looking at the camera when I said that. So the band got something stuck on me here. So we got band pull apart. This is the second exercise. So I'm actually gonna show that second. So if you have a dumbbell, we're gonna have goblet style reverse lunge. So you'll step back and lunge. I'll show the lunge here when I grab the actual that I'm gonna use. So two ways you can do this. You can hold to the side for suitcase, or hold up here like this. So you'll let the kettlebell kind of come off to the side, and then we're gonna go ahead and step back for that reverse lunge. I'm gonna do this reverse lunge part while we're actually doing the workout, but you'll take a step back and drop down and stand up, and then drop back, step down and stand up. My max weight on this, I feel like I should not use for a demo weight, so that's the reason why I wasn't holding a weight. And then pull apart. You can grab a band like this, keep the arm straight, pull apart. We're going to throw a couple diagonals, about 45 degrees away from the body, diagonal to you. Or if you don't have any weight, or if you only have some small dumbbells, bent over tees, and hold for a couple seconds is perfectly okay. For this one, we're going to do more than 8 reps. We're going to go ahead and go to about 10 to 12 reps on this one. Are you guys ready to rock? All right. And here we go. I'm going to get that right leg out of the way first. And we're going to reverse step. And step down. 1. Chest is going to drive up first. Drop down. 2. Drop down. 3. 4. 5. Last one. And 6. Again, you're going to feel yourself drive your chest up first. That's exactly how you should do it. You should not be grounding the shoulders. In fact, if the weight's in a good placement, you won't be able to do that anyway. All right, we're going to go to the other side. I did 6 reps. If you want to go to 8 reps, go for it. All right, other side. Step in the back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here we go. Couple more. 5, and last one, and 6. And band pull apart. I'm gonna go ahead and double the band over. We're gonna do 8 to 10 or 10 to 12 reps on this. So we're gonna do diagonals and pull straight on pull aparts of this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and diagonal. 1, 1, 2, 2. We're gonna alternate them. 3 and 3, and then we're gonna go back to the straight ons. 1, 2, 3. Back diagonals. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and 3. All right. Let it shake out a little bit. You should need a little bit of rest in between if you're working hard enough. The prior sets and exercises that we're doing should have been needing that as well. All right. Back to the reverse lunges here. Here we go. Right leg first. Use both hands to get the weight up. You can also use both hands until you start. And then reverse step it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drive that chest up first. And 6. Whew. That's a challenge. Certainly is a challenge. All right, other side. And here we go. And step it back. 1, 2, Step it back. 4, 2 more. 5, and 6. Okay, just 2 more rounds. All right, pull apart. Okay, I'm gonna double mine over. You do what's appropriate for you. You can use 1 layer or dumbbells if that's what you have. Arms straight, chest level. 1, pull. 2, and 3, and diagonal. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, and straight on. 7, 8, 9, and diagonals. 9, or excuse me, that was 10, 10, 11, 11. And then with this one, we're not leaning back. 12, 12, we're staying tall. All right. Take a second breather if you need it. I'm going to. Again, this is not necessarily a heart racing workout, so your heart rate might not be as high as what we usually do when we do the HIIT training or the high intensity intervals. Heart rate's still definitely gonna get up. I know mine's up, and I'm I'm perspiring a little bit. But the whole point of this is strength gaining, so we wanna make sure that as much as we can, we're lifting as heavy weights as we can. I know that can be a challenge at home. If you don't have those weights, you can pause at the bottom, you can slow down the rep, you can decrease your rest time, so you don't have to wait for me during the rest period. All right, we got 2 rounds left. Here we go. And reverse step. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, last one, this side, and 6. All right, so the other hand is not holding on to a weight. You can mimic the other side, or you can hold down or on the hip. Either way is fine. Here we go. Flip that off, kettlebell around, use both hands. Here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, halfway, and step 4, last 2, 5, let's hold it, and 6. And pick up that other band, doubling it over. Here we go. And arm straight, pull apart. 1, and 2, and 3, 4. I did 4 oops. Diagonals. 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. Shake it out if you need to. 8, 9, 10. Again, shake it out if you need to. And then diagonal, diagonal. 2 more, and 1 more. All right. Whew. Now my shoulders are burning after that. That one you should feel in the back of the shoulders and the upper back muscles. We got 1 more round of both of these, and then we're moving on to the final superset. All right. You guys ready to rock? All right, here we go. Final round, final countdown, 6 reps. Pull the other hand up, and 1, and 2, and 3. 3 more. 4. Here we go. 5. And last one, and 6. All right, and again, if you don't have this heavy a weight as I do, you can certainly do 8 reps. Do what you need to do to make those set or repetitions harder. Pause at the bottom, whatever it may be. we're gonna switch sides here. And here we go. And step back. 1, 2, 3. Take that step. 4, 2 more. 5, and last one, and 6. All right. Band pull apart. Ready? Arms straight, and pull. 1, and 2, and 3. Diagonal. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and 3. Back to the straight arms. 1, 2, all the way to the chest. 3, shake it out. Here we go. 1, diagonals. 2, I say this is 2, 2, and last one. 3, and pull it apart. 3. All right. That was it for that round. Get some water. And we're gonna return back. Last 2 exercises, we have dumbbell or kettlebell row, or band if that's all you have. So band would be stepping in and hips back and pull the band to you. Pull the band to the bottom of the chest. Kettlebell or dumbbell is going to be grabbing one implement and dumbbell with the dumbbell here. We're going to pull and relax. Stagger stance, chest over knee, pull, squeeze, and relax. And that same thing goes for the kettlebell if you have the kettlebell, which is what I'll be using for the set. We're going to do 4 rounds of 6 to 8 reps again. The second exercise is band around the knees and monster walks. So side to side lateral walks. If you don't have a small band and all you have is like a giant band like this, whether it's this one or a thinner version of this one, either way is fine. You're gonna go ahead and step in, crisscross the band, and same exact motion, side to side steps. If you don't have any weights at all, what you'll do is go ahead and lie on your side on the ground and hips up, or excuse me, not hips, leg up, toes point, or rotate towards the ground and down, and down. And then of course, you'll do the same thing, other side. This one, you'll probably do at least 10 to 15 reps, depending on what your strength level is and where it decides to, where your body feels it wants to start feeling the burn. My music stopped. What's up with that? All right, you guys are ready to rock here. Final countdown, final 4 rounds here. All the gusto. Do what you can to keep the burn up. And that song is not necessarily conducive to working out, so I'm gonna switch it. All right, here we go. Grabbing that kettlebell, I'm gonna flip around this way so you guys can see me. Chest over knee and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go to 8, 7, and 8. shake it out for a second if you need to. Then we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pull 6, and pull 7, and 8. All right. All right, we're gonna go grabbing the other band here. This band's gonna go again around the knees or the ankles or the mid-shin. I'm gonna go right around the mid-shin, and actually need to move the kettlebell just a little bit. And then we're gonna go 10 total reps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I'm gonna switch the sides. Actually 12 total reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And just because this is a more of an endurance exercise, we're gonna go one more round. 1, 2. Now when you're taking your steps, you don't want your shoulders to waddle back and forth. You want to glide. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 6. Perfect. All right, back to the rows. One leg back, chest over. 1, and 2, and 3. Hold. 4, or this is 4, and 5, and 6, squeeze, and 7, squeeze, and 8, squeeze. Good. All right, once you add that squeeze in, that's gonna make that exercise that much more challenging. Grab the weight, position, and here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Keep that good pack and good posture. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Again, we're making sure that back's in good posture. The back is flat, the chest is out. We're not rounding the back while you're in position. That's asking for trouble. And if you are having issues with that, I would go ahead and do a band deadlift instead, or a band row instead, with a stagger stance. All right, ready? And take your steps. 1, 2. And going back the other direction. And going back one more time. Again, we're gliding. We're not tippy tying here. And gliding back. All right. We got 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds of each. All right. Go ahead and grab your weight, position, and row. 1, squeeze, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. We're gonna go other side now. Get in good position here. Grab your weight. Hand on the thigh if you need it. Squeeze. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. what I do is there it is. All right, band. Actually, I want to show it with the other band for this round. So if you have a thinner band like this or a giant loop one, just gonna go ahead and step through like so, crisscross the band, and we're gonna walk again. 1. Again, you're not shifty, we're gliding, and back. And again, our steps aren't too long. They're also not too short. Should be feeling like you're able to reach out there. And what I mean by too long, if it's too long, you're gonna start to tilt backward. If it's too short, you're not gonna be able to move. So find that happy medium. We go one more round. All right, we got final round of both exercises. And then we're just gonna cool down, and then we're done for today. I'm excited, are you? All right. And here we go. Grab that weight, foot back, chest up, over the knee, and row. 1, and squeeze. 2, squeeze it for increased intensity. 3, and 4, halfway. 5, and 6, and 7, last one. 8. All right, we're gonna go ahead and flop sides now, and then we'll put the weight away. Take a second breather if you need it. If you can go right into it, go right into it. If you're working hard enough, if you're able to work hard enough, should need that rest, even in between limbs. There we go. Post that hand if you need to, and row. Squeeze, and down, and up, and squeeze. That's 2. Up, and squeeze. That's 3. Up, and squeeze. That's 4. Squeeze, and 5. Up, and squeeze. That's 6. Up, and squeeze. That's 7. Last one. Up, and hold, and down. All right, 8. Good job. All right, back to the monster walks, the monster lateral walks. Put that band right around the shins again. And here we go. Ready? Taking those steps. You're gonna have the knees bent a little bit. And going back. And back again. We're gonna go one more time. And here we go, back the other direction. Taking medium-sized steps. All right. Should feel the outer hips burning on that, maybe a little bit in the glutes as well, burning. Should definitely not feel it in the back or any of those exercises in your low back. All right, cooling down. What we're gonna do is less long stride. We're gonna get a calf stretch and a hip stretch at the same time. Drive forward, hands up, breathe into the stomach, and then out. In 3 or 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds. Here we go. And in, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out. All right, we're switching sides. Long stride, hips forward, arms up, and breathe in. and out. Again, you're going to feel a stretch in the hip and the calf. And in, and out. In, and out. And in, and out. All right, what we're going to do now is we are going to go back onto our back, hook lying position. So onto your back here. We're going to be arms to the ground. We're going to do the floor slides again, only we're going to focus on breathing while we're doing it. Low back is going to keep to the ground the entire time. You're going to breathe out on the way up, so on the way towards your head, and then down in on the way down. So here we go, and breathe in, fill the belly with air, and breathe out, hands up above the head. As soon as your limb starts to pop off the ground, you're going to stop there in reverse directions. And in, and out. 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 All right, now I'm just going to do diaphragmatic breathing. And this is just going to be in the same position. We're just going to keep breathing into the stomach. Stomach's going to expand, and then breathe out. We're going to go 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. We're going to go about 5 reps here. And breathe in, and out. Should feel your belly rising up and down. That's why my hands are on my belly. And in, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out. Last one. In, and out. Turn that off. And that concludes today's Superset Muscle Builder number 3. You should have felt like the weight was challenging today. If you didn't have a weight or have a heavy enough weight, there's options to make sure that you're still getting a decent challenge, but it would have to be in a little bit different way. And that includes either decreasing the amount of rest you're taking, which would have meant you would have been going faster than me during the rounds, or slowing each rep down. You've been going slower than me for the rounds for each individual rep. And then like the very last exercise or superset we did with the rows, another option is to pause at the hardest point of the exercise. So for that row, that was pausing at the top, the hardest point of the exercise. And that, if you pause for a good 2, 3, 4, or even 5 seconds or so with each rep, that'll definitely increase that challenge. That way you can still get a pretty good workout and pretty good intensity effect, I'll call it, for each and every exercise. You can do a combination of those, or just pick one for any of the exercises. Again, you should feel a pretty good intensity effect. This workout is very good for the current situation that we're in. For all of us, you can see I'm at my apartment, and for those of you who are at home and you need to work out because you can't go to the gym, is a very good option for that. If you are a traveling professional this would be a very good option for you as well. Maybe you have a couple of things available at the hotel gym, or perhaps you don't even have anything available at all, which is why we're giving body weight versions of, or alternates, if you will, for each and every exercise. If you've enjoyed this workout, if you followed along and you thought it was a great workout, please give me a like and a thumbs up in the comment section below. If you have any questions about the workouts, I'll just go ahead and drop a message below as well, or drop me a direct message and drop it with, hey, I have a question, and put your question. If you'd like help with a personalized directed workout, I would love to help you with that as well. Drop a message of please tell me more, and I'd love to get that information to you as soon as I can. We have a lot of people, or a lot of our members have shifted towards that for now. There's definitely ways to do that, and I'd love to be able to help out. With that, it concludes our video session for this morning. Please feel free to chime in, tell us your comments and concerns. And of course, if you've enjoyed the workout, like us, like Brown Fitness and Performance fan page right here on Facebook. And of course, we'll see you bright and early tomorrow at 7:30. We'll talk again soon.